Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be unboxing the April base Boxycharm, so the lowest base level of the box. And I do want to start from scratch. I have no makeup on today because I'm going to pretty much do a full face with the products that are in here. So if you guys want to see what I got in my Boxycharm this month and you want to see me transform into a full face of makeup, then just keep on watching. So the theme of this month is festival vibes, and we do have a sheet in the box this month. Last month, for whatever reason, my box did not come with it. I think that you can access it on your Boxycharm account. We have a lot of discount codes that they shared with us this time. There's a makeup eraser card in here, and I did not get a makeup eraser in my box, but I got the code BOXY20, where you can get 20% off of that. You can also get 55% off your next order on Misguided with code BOXY55. So first up in the box is the Porefessional Hydrating Primer from Benefit Cosmetics. This is a $32 primer. I do already have this in my collection, so I'm gonna save this for a future giveaway. Make sure you guys are following me, subscribed here, and also on Instagram because that's where I do most of my giveaways. I'm gonna pop this into my giveaway pile because I have mine right here to try on. So I do have dry skin, so I was excited for this. I have used it a couple times, not enough to know if it's like a holy grail, but it does kind of have the pore smoothing technology of the regular Porefessional, but it does feel more hydrating, which is the whole point. So I'm just gonna rub this in before we get started. It has a nice fruity kind of fresh scent, which I like. So yeah, it's very interesting. It is still definitely a pore filling, like smoothing primer, but it does feel more hydrating than the original. So I'm gonna have to take a break to go wet these, but the next item in the box is sponges from the brand Hank & Henry. This is the Midori Beauty Sponge Bundle. They're these like neon yellowy green beauty blenders, and these retail for $20. So they're interesting shapes. They're kind of like little pyramids. They seem kind of soft, so I'm gonna go dampen both of them and we can do foundation and concealer with these. All right, so these got ridiculously big when I ran them underwater, so they're very absorbent. I do like when a sponge gets bigger with water because they're more absorbent, they're more soft, they're not like a hard little rock, but this one is so big. This is like the size of a normal beauty blender, and the big one is like my whole face. But I'm gonna do my complexion. I'm not doing anything major today. I am just chilling at home these days. So I'm gonna pop on some Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. This is what I like to lay down as a base on my more sheer makeup days. That way I still have some sheen. I'm gonna take this small one and like the bottom of the pyramid and just buff this out. I mean, it's working like any sponge would. It's not the softest sponge in the world. I still really like my Shop Miss A sponge. That's $1. It's kind of a dupe for the Beauty Blender. But I certainly think this will get the job done. For foundation, I don't want to go too dark because I do have self-tan on, but it's starting to fade away because of how much I am washing my hands. And so I'm going to use the Milani Screen Queen foundation in the shade 220 Natural Beige. I'm going to add the pumps to my face and then blend it out with this giant blender. I'm breaking out on my chin, so that's like the only area that I really care about having high coverage. I might end up adding more, but I'm just going to blend this out with this giant sponge. I'm not gonna lie, this is eating a lot of my makeup. Like, it's absorbing into the sponge more than it's landing on my face. So it's a good thing I wanted a sheer coverage today because that's what I'm gonna get, I think, using this. Do I think it's cool? Yes. Would I reach for this on a daily basis? Probably not. The pyramid does get under my eyes, but this yellow is gonna get really stained. I mean, I can't really be mad at it. I wanted a sheer coverage anyways, but I do think this eats a lot of the product. It's not gonna be my favorite sponge, but it is really big if you are in the market for like a bigger beauty blender. It might be good for applying like body highlight. So this is kind of in the middle for me. I think the other option aside from this was the Iconic London highlighter drops. I think I would have rather had the Iconic London drops in my box personally. So quickly, I'm gonna hop off camera and finish the rest of my face makeup, and I'm just going to get ready to do my eyes and lips because that's all that's left in the box. So I will be right back. Okay, so I just added some powder products. If you're curious about everything that's on my face, it's pretty much everything out of my Project Pan video. But now I'm gonna move on to some more exciting items in the box. The one I'm most excited for is this eyeshadow palette from Zoeva. This is called Cocoa Blend, and it's a $28 palette, and it's neutral. Oh, the sleeve on this is so tight. I think I'm gonna have to rip it open. I had to rip it open like a chocolate bar. So the packaging of this is really cute. We do have a protective film. This is giving me KKW vibes. So here is the inside of the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. I love this. It's giving me an excuse to do a neutral bronze glam. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So I'm gonna start by dipping into a neutral brown called Substitute for Love. All right, so I'm really just going ham and just blending this into the crease, and it's so blendable and effortless. Which reminds me, I don't think I've ever had an eyeshadow palette from Zoeva. Interesting. So first impression is pretty good on the blendability. I'm gonna go next door to the shade Pure Ganache. I'm picking this shimmer shade up with a Morphe M433. I might have to go in with my finger to intensify, but I'm gonna see how this applies. Just gonna pop this on my lid. I'm getting some fallout on my face. I think this might apply better with a finger. So here's what Pure Ganache looks like on my finger. I'm gonna pop this on my lid on the other eye and see if it's more intense. Definitely apply this with a finger. So I'm gonna build up the other eye. I'm so happy right now. This palette is giving me the excuse to live my best neutral life right now. I'm gonna go into the shade Freshly Toasted. It's just a little bit darker of a brown with that Morphe brush, and I'm going to kind of warm up the outer corner of my eye. Just add a little depth over here. Ooh, there is a lot of fallout with this shade, and hopefully it doesn't muddy up my highlighter. Shit. Okay, so my camera overheated a little bit. That shade Freshly Toasted did have a lot of fallout. It got on my highlighter, but it did brush away, thankfully. But I'm gonna dip in again with Substitute for Love with a smaller blending brush, and this is what I'm gonna put underneath my eyes. This is a very simple, barely there makeup look that I would wear on a daily basis, but I love a good palette that I can effortlessly dip into, and I think it's nice to get a good neutral in Boxycharm. Lastly, I'm going to take the matte cream shade called Bitter Start, and I'm going to use this as a matte brow bone highlight. Just gently sweeping it under the brow to kind of lift it. I really, really like this palette. So next up, to finish the eye look, we have a pair of lashes in the box. This is from the brand Battington Lashes. It's called the Harlow 3D Silk Lash with mini glue. It retails for $31 for this little kit. Here's what it looks like. Now, I don't mess around with kit glue because I do have an allergy to certain glues, so I will use my regular one. But I think I'm gonna trim these up and see how they look on the eye. Okay, so I'm gonna make an attempt to put these on. I can just tell you from experience, I don't think this is gonna be the easiest for beginners. This lash is one of the ones where you really can't tell which eye they go on. I prefer when you can see a taper and you know which eye they go on. Hopefully it doesn't look too crazy on me. That went on really easy. Let's see if the other one does. I take back what I said. They went on really, really easily, like easier than some of my most well-known lashes. It's gonna look crazy until my glue dries because I use the kind that's blue until it's dry. But yeah, I actually think they suit my eye shape very well. So an important side note I like to mention when I'm unboxing my Boxycharm is that I do get it as an influencer, so I don't have choices over my items. I know that you guys who are paying for your subscription do get choices. So when I complain about certain items, it's like something that you can probably work out on your end. I would have personally preferred to have the iconic London drops rather than the sponges, but I think you might be able to pick certain items. Okay, so last up in the box, I'm not sure. I did peek at this. This color might look really crazy on me right now, but this is a lip product. This is from Dose of Colors. It's their Lip It Up Satin Lipstick. It retails for $17. I got a really light pink shade. It's called Mochi. So here is the color. It's a very, very light pink. So this might make me look crazy, but I do like the form of the lipstick. It has a very interesting shape to it that's supposed to make application easier. Of course, I took a nice little ding out of mine with the cap, but I'm gonna apply this and just see. Hopefully it's not too crazy on me. Oh my goodness. Oh no, honey. Oh, this color is not for me. Ooh, it's like, do you guys remember MAC Saint Germain when everyone went nuts over it and like it makes your teeth look very yellow? So this is not a color that I would typically go for. I'm sure there are other beautiful colors coming in your boxes. You guys know I love to know what colors you get. I definitely am not for this one. Thankfully, I think there are like communities on like Facebook and other platforms where you can like trade or sell your Boxycharm items. I don't know if I should be promoting that, but if I got this in my paid box, I would definitely swap it out with someone. But I will wipe that off and put on a darker nude and I'll be okay for the rest of my day. I do really, really enjoy the eye look. I think the palette is definitely my favorite item out of the base box. So that was everything out of my Boxycharm for April. The base box is a $25 box and the value of this box was $128. So they do stay true to giving you over $100 worth of items in here. And for the most part, they are very well-known, nice high-end brands. But I hope that you guys enjoyed watching my unboxing this month. If you do want to subscribe to Boxycharm, there are 3 different levels. There is the $25 box, the $35 that is premium. You get more items and more luxury items in that box. I prefer that mid-level $35 premium box, just my preference. And then there is a quarterly upgrade to Boxyluxe, which is $49.99, and it is the luxury box. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new here. I do unbox one of the levels of Boxycharm every single month. But that's going to be it for today's video. I hope that you guys stay safe and you're doing well, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.